Iraqi Dinar Revaluation. May 2025 Update. A new monetary era approaches. Welcome to the latest update on the Iraqi Dinar revaluation, where significant developments are beginning to emerge from behind the scenes. Trusted voices in the dinar community, including Frank26 and Militia Man, are sharing critical information that could indicate a major shift in Iraq's financial landscape. As Iraq positions itself for modernization and economic growth, these insights point to a potential revaluation, RV, of its national currency, the Iraqi dinar. Let's begin with the compelling update from Frank26. Known for his deep dives into Iraqi banking and policy shifts, Frank has shared information that hints at a new level of urgency from the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI. According to him, the CBI is preparing to set a hard deadline, a finite window in which Iraqi citizens must deposit their 3-0 notes into designated bank accounts, referred to as My Accounts. These are personalized banking accounts where cash is officially recorded and traced by the central system. This potential move marks a turning point. Frank suggests that once this deadline is announced, any 3-0 notes not returned within the time frame could lose their validity inside Iraq. In his words, they may become radioactive, unusable, rejected by banks, avoided by businesses, and considered worthless within the local financial ecosystem. However, he adds a critical distinction. While these notes might be banned within Iraq, they could still be honored internationally for a limited time. So, why would Iraq adopt such a hard stance on its own currency? The answer lies in transformation. Iraq is shifting into a new phase of monetary reform. For years, the CBI has been laying the groundwork for what's known as the Project to Delete the Zeros, a plan aimed at redenominating and revaluing the dinar. Part of this process involves reducing the presence of large denomination notes, which were primarily used during inflationary periods and are no longer suitable for a modern, stable economy. Frank believes this looming deadline is not a threat but a strategic tool, an effort to accelerate the currency exchange process. By setting a firm date, the CBI aims to push citizens and institutions alike to act quickly, moving cash back into the banking system. This, in turn, would boost money velocity, increase liquidity, and allow for the launch of new monetary tools such as lower denominations and digital currency platforms. On a parallel track, another influential voice, Militia Man, has brought attention to one of Iraq's most ambitious initiatives, the Development Road Project. Speaking on May 26th, he emphasized that this project is not just about improving transportation. It's about reshaping the country's entire economic future. The Development Road Project envisions Iraq as a vital trade and infrastructure hub linking Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. From advanced rail networks and commercial corridors to revamped ports and futuristic cities, the scope of this plan is vast. Militia Man points out that the economic ripple effects of such a project will be enormous. Increased foreign investment, job creation, international partnerships, and most importantly, a demand for a reliable and valuable national currency. What ties these two pieces of intel together? The CBI's possible exchange deadline and the rise of the Development Road Project is the clear need for Iraq to stabilize and elevate its monetary system. For Iraq to manage billion-dollar contracts, draw international funding, and participate in global markets, it must present a currency that is trusted, tradable, and integrated with modern banking systems. This is why Frank26's suggestion of a time-limited window for exchanging 3-0 notes is so critical. It's a sign that the transition to a more valuable dinar may be closer than many think. After years of patient observation, the CBI appears ready to take decisive action. Frank has noted that 90% of Iraq's physical cash remains outside the banking sector, essentially hoarded. This is unsustainable for a country seeking to modernize. Bringing that cash back into official circulation is a necessary step before any rate adjustment can occur. Another intriguing aspect is the treatment of the 3-0 notes post-deadline. Frank theorizes that while they may still hold some international value, they could be deemed unusable inside Iraq. This would be akin to treating them as outdated or even counterfeit, creating strong incentive for both citizens and foreign holders to exchange or deposit them promptly. This scenario would also serve to streamline Iraq's monetary base, a prerequisite for launching new lower-denomination notes. If this conversion window is announced, it may also serve as a signal of a coming rate change. A sudden policy shift to restrict or invalidate large notes often precedes a revaluation. By reducing the amount of high-denomination currency in circulation, Iraq can prepare the ground for introducing new rates with smaller, more practical denominations, suitable for everyday use. Militiaman supports this narrative by showing how Iraq is positioning itself on the global stage. The Development Road Project isn't a one-off plan. It's part of a broader strategy to reintegrate Iraq with global markets. This includes rebuilding infrastructure, attracting multinational companies, expanding the financial sector, and transforming the country into a logistics powerhouse. From tourism and pilgrimage booms to diplomatic support from neighboring countries like the UAE, Turkey, and even Iran, Iraq is stepping into a new era of opportunity. But none of this potential can be fully realized without a solid and respected currency. So, what should investors, observers, and Iraqi citizens watch for next? A formal announcement from the CBI regarding deadlines for turning in 3-0 notes. Guidance from Iraqi banks to citizens about opening digital accounts and depositing currency. The appearance of lower denomination notes in circulation. Infrastructure changes, such as the installation of modern ATMs and mobile banking platforms. International financial media coverage acknowledging Iraq's monetary reforms. And ultimately, a shift in the dinar's exchange rate, either quietly published or publicly announced. Iraq stands at the threshold of a new beginning. With one foot in a past defined by conflict and economic hardship, the nation is stepping into a future shaped by vision, reform, and integration. Frank26's message is simple. Don't ignore the signs. Once the process begins, the pace may be faster than expected. And Militiaman reminds us that this isn't just about currency. It's about restoring Iraq's rightful place in the global economic order. Stay informed. Stay prepared. Because what's coming next may not just redefine Iraq, it could redefine opportunities for everyone watching closely.